Hello friends, and welcome to Untitled Gear and this review of the Smith's PP1 Pocket Pal pocket size knife sharpener. So as you can see, you have your edge set ceramic and carbide and your diamond coated knife hone or steel. Very convenient size. This rides in my EDC kit, and let's get the ruler in here. You can see that it is about 3 inches long, and it's about 1 inch wide. So I've used this for going on, I think I've had this like 3 years. It's just nice to have a knife sharpener that isn't heavy. I know there's a lot of traditionalists out there that'll say, oh, come on, man, you got to use a sharpening stone. And, you know, that might be true for some more expensive knives. But when you're just out day to day and you need to sharpen your pocket knife, this is pretty convenient. So one of the things you can do if you're just wanting to set the edge again is you can just hone the edge with this. But if your knife is really worn out, you can reset the edge with these items up here. So you start off with the carbide. I'm gonna see if I can bring this in there where you guys can get a good look at it. Okay, focus, there we go. You have 2 carbide blades here, and I'm going to show you how to use it by just sharpening a knife in a moment. And then after you set the edge with the carbide, then you just run it through a few times on the ceramic to kind of knock some of the burrs down. And then you come back through with your diamond coated hone to set the edge on end. And what I mean by that is, looking at these pictures here, let me see if I can zoom up a little bit. Okay, so when you sharpen a knife, it's important to set the edge back. See, because what happens is, if you don't, if you could just imagine on a microscopic level, the edge of your knife is like a sawtooth. It's like a saw blade, and if you don't set the edge back, your tips will be folded over. If you're looking down the edge, knock the camera here. If you're looking down the edge of the blade, some of the tips could be that way or the other way. So what you're wanting to do is make it look like this. And that's my super diagram of a knife. That's the way it's supposed to look. All the edges, all the points are pointed up like on a saw blade. Okay, so what I will do is I will get my handy dandy Gerber here and just sharpen it, just to show you how that process works. It's really easy. I found the best way is to set it on a stable surface, and I'm going to remove this paper to do this. Just set it on a stable surface, and you want to start at the back of the blade and pull it toward you. And it's important that you, let me turn it here so you can see. You don't want to have it cocked this way or that way. You want it 90 degrees to the sharpener, and then just pull back through. You just do that a few times. Like so. And then run it through the ceramic a few times, and with each pass get lighter and lighter. That goes for both the carbide here and then the ceramic. Okay. One of the things I'd like to point out is, a few of the things, is that there's an indentation here, and that's designed for your thumb. So you put your thumb there, make sure your thumb doesn't go past here. You put your thumb down here and the blade drops, you could, you know, possibly injure yourself, so you don't want to do that. Another thing they did is they put a hole right here. So if you wanted to put some cordage through there or hang it off of something, you know, you could make this a zipper pull on your backpack or something, whatever. So that was nice of them to add that as well. And then another thing I want to point out is you can see here, let's bring it in, you have a screw. So this piece here is designed to come out, and then if you, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that, but if you look, that's the leading edge and that's the leading edge. You can flip these around and then you have another sharp edge. So I haven't had to do it yet, and I've had this 2 or 3 years, but you can without having to replace these, just flip them around. Same thing with the ceramic, so you get double mileage out of that blade. That was a pretty nice idea there as well. Okay, so once you've done that, you come back with your diamond hone, and if there's any burrs on the knife, you want to try to take the burrs off, and you want to do it an even amount of times on both sides. And then just come back. This is kind of awkward doing it. I got my hand under the tripod here so I can show you guys. So it's not exactly my technique, but the idea is you want each side to be the same even amount so that you get this effect here. Okay, and then you can feel with your thumb, if you just don't run the edge of the blade, but just run your thumb along the surface of the blade to the edge, and you can feel if it's catching on one side or the other. And if it is, well, then you need to come back and you need to hit that side until you get that edge standing up on end. I'm going to get it standing up on end. And then, you know, you can start out a little more aggressive at first, but then with each pass, you want to get lighter and lighter and lighter. Okay, so there you have it. Pretty simple design. And that's the Smith's PP1 Pocket Pal.